we're back.
We
for
are.
Episode 4 of Table Scraps, a Ramcrown story. It was very announcery.
Yeah.
But yes, welcome. Excited about this episode. I'm kind of, it's you ever DM and you're not sure, like your group finishes like a story arc and is like, okay, they could go this way, this way, this way, or this way. And this session is just going to be me sitting and waiting to see which direction they're going to go. There's a little.
Yep. Well, you know the rule. You have 4 ways I can go. I'm going that 5th way.
Right. Yeah.
That's the rule of DMing. Like, no matter what you plan, they're going the unforeseen route.
Yeah. A couple house cleaning things real quick. I think before we get started, I don't have much, but I was in the back end. We got a few more subs. Pretty pumped about that.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've been watching the metrics for our videos, but this series has been getting some views.
It's been doing really well.
Now, don't let me... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, we get some views live, but majority of it is coming in, like, after. Like, people are getting caught up, which I feel like is pretty par for the course for actual play shows.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, I may not can do it live because that's, just doesn't always work out. But but the next day, the next couple of days, yeah, I'm getting caught up. I mean, a couple of my shows that I watch are just kicking back up. And I always watch it the next day usually because I just don't have time during live. So I like it. I think it's going great. I'm feeling great about this whole series. Emily, all right, boys, let's do this. All right, everybody, in the chat, tell me how long you think it's going to take before I kill this dwarf girl who eluded my inspection last week. It's all I've been thinking about all week. The fact that I rolled so low that I just have to take on faith that she's not lying to me. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, so for a very small YouTube channel, like I say a lot of views, I'm used to our stuff getting like in the teens whenever we upload. And this is like 50 to 70s. Like it's doing pretty good. I'm pretty pumped about that. And I still, actually, let me go ahead and record on the vertical thing. I'm going to start chopping these up and spitting out shorts. Good thing about shorts. It doesn't matter if I do it now or if I do it later. Like, it's still good content.
And it's going to get views. I mean, our shorts get like thousands.
Right.
So,
and if you know anything about current day YouTube, word on the street is, subscribers don't matter. It's just viewers. Like that's I'm for real. Like,
yeah,
they're not as important as it used to be. Like people just want to see you getting eyes on your content.
The only real thing subscribers, I mean, this is going to sound terrible, but there's no other way to say it. The only thing that subscribers are good for is to actual monetize.
Right. Yeah. You got to get members.
You have to get a certain amount before you can actually monetize your video. So, but a lot of people are like, if I could just get to that 1,000, the rest doesn't matter. Then it's literally just about the view. So the first 1,000 are important. After that, like you said, it's all about the views. Emily says, I'm liking the branding at the top of the screen. I will say, Travis, you have upped your creative artiste man for this series.
This is
great.
If I had to, top of the list, ideal job, YouTube famous, making content. Hey, I'm still dreaming. Like, I'll tell you this, all last week, Chelsea and I have been working on this room on the other side of this camera for our podcast that we've been working on, making it look nice on camera. And I'm hoping this week, maybe we'll film episode 1 of our podcast that me and her have been talking about forever, between me and her. And so top of the list be like YouTube, something, whatever, content creation about something I'm passionate about that I get pumped about. Second, though, is production. I love designing layouts and graphics and making things run. Like, if I had, this is like what Keith did for our table scraps way back in the day.
Yeah.
Like he sat behind the computer and flipped screens or flip cameras and layout and all this stuff. Like I
Hmm.
thrive in that. Like for
Yeah.
years, like at
Cameraman
church.
Keith was essential
Yes.
to getting table scraps off the ground.
Yeah. When I haven't done it in a while just because we've changed churches and I haven't really got plugged in, but for years, my number one serve spot was in that sound booth, and I would be running the computer and the soundboard and the live stream. And it just like is I feel like God gives us gifts, and this is like something that I
Yeah.
just get pumped up about. So I'm hoping
Yeah.
one day
Travis be hitting that praise. He like knows where the slides are, You go to church with a good sound system, like look back every once in a while. Watch the AV guys. They're living their best lives.
For real. Like I felt like I was getting my praise on more in that sound booth than I would be in a pew.
Yeah, for real. You gotta pay attention, and it there's a different level to it. I'll give you that.
Yeah. I also did something. I'm gonna see if it pops up on the screen. It might take a second. But I'm thinking now if you use oh, there it goes. If you use emotes in the chat, they'll pop up on the screen for just a second. Little interactive. Okay. Give a little initiative to get people chatting in there and throwing some emotes.
I'm watching it on the delay. Yeah, yep, there it is. Okay, I saw it. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So here we are.
So not to belittle subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Please subscribe, like, consider all those things, because if we can get a little bit more traffic, we can really make this thing as interactive as we want it to be.
Yeah. Thanks, Emily, for the dancing ladies.
Now that you've done that, Emily's going to be like, what else can I throw across their faces?
Right. Yeah, and I have alerts up. It won't make a noise because I didn't want to distract when we actually get going. But in between our heads, we should get alerts now for subscribers, tips. We don't have members yet, but whenever we get members going, Chase in the chat.
Chase in the chat. And what up, Justin? I see you there, buddy. Glad you're here.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm interested in seeing where we get tonight, and we're gonna start off here. So last episode, we're on episode 4. So hey, if this is your first time checking in with Table Scraps, we are a solo D&D campaign. It's just me as the DM, Trey as the player, and we're telling a story about a young dwarf prince who's on the run because there's been a coup. His family has been killed. He's the last heir to the kingdom. And we're following his story to kind of see what Hadhod's going to do with this travesty that's befell him. But go check out the other episodes, 1 through 3, 4. We come here once a week live. Get caught up. Join us for episode 5 next week about this time, about this place. And we'd love to have you. So, last time we left off, you and Frida finally seem to have found your way through the secret tunnels, the escape tunnels, the pathways through your keep, and escaped into what looked like more natural formation, a natural cave, winding through these tunnels. You feel the air being very moist, very humid, and you find yourself in this big, open, natural chasm, like this huge cave room. It kind of reminds me, this is such a nerdy thing, when I'm playing Minecraft and I find a really huge underground cave in that game fog, like how the game puts fog up so it doesn't have to render stuff really far off. Like if you find a cave that big, that's kind of the same vibe. Like I can't see all the way on the other side because it's just like a haze. But in the middle of this cave room is a giant underground lake. and there's a dock, and there's a boat, small boat. On the boat was a cloaked helmsman. You and Frida climbed into the boat, and the helmsman pushed off the dock. You guys have started your journey somewhere. Anywhere but here is kind of the idea.
Yeah. Into the foggy area over there.
Right.
Sorry if everyone just heard the doorbell. I'm kind of wondering because nobody rings my doorbell.
The
government's here. Great. No, Emily will. It's probably
okay.
an Amazon delivery or something like that.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. So we're just in the boat.
Yeah. You guys are in the boat. The helmsman's sitting in the back, just kind of taking that big stick and just pushing you along. Frida just kind of collapses. Just takes a big sigh. It's like, Hadhod, what on earth? What are you gonna do?
I tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to stay gone for very long. I'm going to get to safety, reconvene, find out who's still around, and we're going to take us back. This is going to be swift. This is just a day. Don't even sweat this, Frida.
As you say, this is just a day. Frida kind of thinks to herself, like, it has been a day. Like, it hasn't even been a full 24 hours since you've awakened from your nightmare dream and started this whole process of running.
Frida, what are you talking about?
No, she's thinking this. This is okay. This is just me narrating.
Okay, I was about to be like, hold the weird phone here, Frida.
No.
How the heck do you know what my dreams are?
Get
out of this boat.
She was
I'm
thinking,
done.
yes, this hasn't even been a whole 24 hours. And then as the DM, I added on that it hasn't even been a full 24 hours since your nightmare.
Sorry, I lost the continuity there, and I was about
that's on me. I didn't word that right.
I was about to flip out on this girl. No idea.
I love how much you don't trust her.
I don't. I'm sorry. Like, I know that I probably should, but I don't know, man. There's just something about it. I mean, she's got to earn it, because the last thing my essentially mother figure said was, "Don't trust anyone," and then there you go. Anyway, so I'm just sort of like, I'm playing it off, but I'm trying to, act cool. But in my head, Hadhod is like inwardly screaming. He has no idea what he's doing. Like, this is so far out of his purview. There were not plans for this. There were not, in case of coup, pull cord. Like we have no frame of reference right now. Right. I'm in here with this girl and a complete stranger who claims God told him to come get me. So here we are, and I don't have anything other than just a mild panic attack on my own in the boat. I basically just turn and look forward so I can try to see something, but like just abject horror going on inwardly. Just
give me a give me a Constitution roll.
A roll or a saving throw?
Just roll and add your con.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fine. Numbers, please, numbers, come on.
3 plus.
For the record, it's a 3 right there.
Yeah.
Okay, 7.
Okay. Yeah, you turn face forward and just break out in like this cold sweat. And like it's so much so like you can see a few drops just like dripping into the old petrified wood that is this boat, and Frida, like, she takes notice. It's like, Hadhod, are you crying? Hadhod. And she puts a hand on your shoulder, just like trying to comfort you. And it's like, Hadhod, It's going to be okay. Whatever you want to do, I'm right behind you.
I clear my throat and I say, I know, Frida, it's a small boat. Like, yeah, that's how I flub that.
She just kind of gives you just like a little pat and takes, just kind of knows her place and just takes the hand off.
Yeah, I rolled low enough so I'm not going to scold her, but I'm just going to not play it well.
Yeah.
So until something else happens, I try to calm down. Is what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get through the existential dread and the terror of what's happening over the past few hours, and until something different occurs, coping.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say some time has passed. There we go. Time has passed. He's very slow. This is a very slow moving boat. You guys, maybe we'll say an hour. Hour has passed. So you guys have just slowly been pushing along calm waters in this cave lake. And at this point, you see the end of the pond, or the end of the lake start to narrow into more of a stream. It's I don't say, we'll say
like an outlet.
20 feet across instead of this wide open, just expanse of water. Yeah. Oh. Change the scenery, I guess. Hat, did you know about the tunnels? Like, did you know about the door behind your fireplace?
I knew, Frida. Am I lying?
Huh?
Am I lying?
What do you mean? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, of course I did, Frida. And I said, am I lying? I'm asking you, like, did I know?
Oh, no, you didn't know. You didn't
Oh,
know.
okay, then yeah, totally. Of course I knew, Frida.
Give me a deception roll. What you got?
I got a 9, so yeah. I don't know how much longer she's going to put up with my nonsense.
Wait, what did I roll? Was it a...
It says 11.
Okay, yeah. So, she's like, how'd you full of it? You didn't know. I didn't know. Why do you...
Well, I mean, you learn something new every day. Here we are.
So when you were back there, I saw a few like doors when I was trying to catch up with you, and when those two Duergar were attacking you on the staircase, you were coming out of a room. Like, what? I mean, other than hallways, what's back there? What did you find?
Not too terribly much. There was a statue of Moradin, and it was odd. It was almost like it was all put there in case something like this ever happened. Like, the planning of this contingency plan has gone back pretty far. Like, our parents, maybe our grandparents, like, I'm not too sure, because it was extensive. I mean, you walked half of it with me.
Yeah.
It was quite an extensive thing, and I did find a few things, and I start like rummaging in my stuff, and I go to the things that I found of my mother's first.
Okay. So that would be the letters.
Yes, the letters is going to be the first thing. Now that I'm not super pressed for time, I'm going to try to read. I'm going to take the time to read over them and glean some information about, I don't know, anything.
Right. Yeah. So previously, you kind of skimmed over them. You had a low roll for the Elvish. Do you know Elvish? Is that one of your languages?
Let me. Yes, I do know. I know Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Gnomish.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so the letters, the first one that you kind of skimmed earlier while you were on the run, you took note of some key clan names on there. And if you remind me, it was the Pennakeeps and what's the other clan?
Doing the coup?
Yeah,
Legerdemain.
Legerdemain. Yeah, so kind of the letter. Do you want to take your time and just read over it and
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
unless something around me changes, I'm going to take this opportunity to try to glean some information.
Okay.
And then after the letters, I'm going to look at the because it was a book I found in the statue,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I'm going to have a hard look at that as well.
Okay. Yeah, so looking at the letter, the one written in Dwarvish or your common tongue, is written by your mother to the Elvish kingdom. And you only maybe would have learned about the Elvish kingdom in like your history classes and in culture and stuff, and especially being of royal blood, you had gone through all these, culture based classes, knowing the world and stuff like that. And you know what? I didn't give the Elvish king a name. Give me a second and come up with one.
This is when you let the chat name the NPC.
Hey, give me an Elvish king name, Chad, if you want.
Anybody got an Elvish king name? We will say it out loud to test it, but no Seymour butts or anything like that. Side note, Travis, I am building a loot generator for my next campaign.
Does it have to do with that giant loot book you created and gave to me?
Close. But it's actually a computer program. Yeah. Low-key coding over here. All right, so
I got one.
What's his name? Yeah.
Okay, his name, let me just make note of this while we're playing.
Emily said Falren.
I've got
do a combo. Do your name and her name.
Well, okay, I'll tell you what I had, and I'll let you decide which one, because this is your lore.
Falren,
your
Tarin. Yeah,
I've got Erendor, Eryndor is the first name, and where did it go? Just had it. Starborn.
Starborn?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure it sounds cooler in the Elvish. But
Sure,
no,
Ramcrown.
that's a good dwarvish name, okay?
Listen, and the Elvish one is a little pretentious. It's fine.
No, yeah, I get it. I'm just can't help thinking, but if you were to actually say it in like Elvish, it would be like Felaferin, or
Yeah.
something like that,
Falafelfuls.
In the common tongue, it's Starborn.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I see Fallen, Terran, King Telethys. All right, we're gonna do a combination of 3. We're gonna call him King Fallen Telethys of the Starborn.
All right.
Write it down, Travis.
Okay, so what was it?
I'm gonna put it in chat.
Okay, put it in chat. Get some chat interactivity here.
Make sure I spelt my made-up name right. Old elves need long names. They're like dragons.
All right. Paste that into my notes. King Fallen
Telethys.
Telethys Starborn. Okay.
Yep. And when we ask for stuff like this, guys, you are creating this world, and it's not going to be just for this. Like, if you don't know, Travis and I have a shared D&D world that we have been developing for over a decade now.
Yeah.
Like
I will say you put in more work than I have, but this is me contributing at this moment.
Yeah, and it's interesting. So this king is now canon. He's in the world. He exists.
Yes. So you see this letter from your mother, Queen Ramcrown, addressed to King Fallen. Say it again.
King Fallen Telethys Starborn.
Telethys Starborn, yes. Talking about how the royal court, the Ramcrowns, are suspicious and knowledgeable of something that those 2 clans, remind me what the 2 clans are again?
Pennakeep and Lagerdemain.
Pennakeep and Lagerdemain. We need a wiki. That's what we need that people can actually go and reference.
Yep.
So
we kind of have that. There is the AI, but
yeah,
I like the idea of a wiki.
Yeah, I do too. That the clan Ramcrown, the royal court, are suspicious of these 2 clans. They know they're up to something. They have not been able to prove it. But she appreciates all the help that she has gotten from her elven companions across the sea.
Across the sea.
Yes.
Okay, so this is not a local dynasty. It's farther out.
Yes. Now, I don't know if you remember, whenever I ran our game, there was an elvish kingdom there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You and your stupid door.
Yeah. Yes. So, and then there is another letter from, written in Elvish, from the king himself. The parchment, you've never seen a letter or anything written on whatever this is. It's not from a plant-based thing. It's not an animal skin. You're not quite sure what it is, but it's super light and it almost shimmers, and the writing on it almost seems to move. You ever seen one of those really trippy 3D photos people post to Facebook, and like you can like move it and then like the foreground and the background?
Yeah.
Do that. It's almost kind of like that, where the letters seem like they're almost floating centimeters from the paper, but they're actually on it. And depending on what angle you hold it, the letters just,
I audibly groan at Elven pretension and and try my best to read it, because I also imagine his script is filigree coated and all kinds of stuff.
So
and I just pray to the dwarven god that this is not like halfling child skin I'm holding. Go ahead.
what is Hadhod's opinion of the elves? Halfling child skin?
He probably has not interacted with elves a lot, honestly. He's done research. He would know that they are like fey-blooded creatures, and he's read god awful things about the Fae, So he's sort of like, oh, God,
Yeah.
Do you know what's in the Feywild, Travis? Tooth fairies. Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh God,
Ugh.
I can't wait to clip that later. So reading over it, okay, this is you can tell that this letter was first sent. Your mother's letter is a response to this letter.
Oh, okay.
It talks about how he has eyes and ears throughout the land. He has sent elves from his land over to the Dwarvish. I say island because you said it's like Australia with a mountain in the middle.
It's an island continent, but
Okay.
think like Australia sized. It's big.
Yeah. Okay. So to the Dwarvish land, with your father and her's permission, to try to help figure out what these two clans are up to. Give me a history.
Smart, actually.
Give me a history roll.
We're gonna hit double digits eventually, y'all. That's gonna be a
6.
9.
No, that's a 9. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 12 total.
12. Okay. So you do remember a few months back that your father held court with a few elven representatives. You didn't get to attend this meeting, but in passing,
want to.
right? In passing, you saw these two very tall, thin, scrawny, in your Dwarvish opinion, unhealthy looking, but maybe to a human standards of beauty or whatever, gorgeous elven representatives. Their skin was so pale and white, they almost seemed like they glowed in the they glued. They glowed and just like radiated this like holy light within the chamber, as they were passing by. It could have been just a little bit of maybe Hadhod's like just being overly impressed, like, ooh, ooh, but they seemed like they glowed. But he talks about sending a few elves to y'all's land to help investigate maybe what's going on. He also talks about, though we are far, we will never forget the holy pact between the dwarves and the elves that was established when everything was created. What's the dwarvish god's name?
Morden.
We will forever honor the day Morden chose the Ramcrowns as the protectors of the earth, and Nytherius, the All-Mother, chose the elves as the protector of the heavens. We too will always act as one to watch over this material plane. Attached is something that I hope can help you in a time of need. And as you read
Not
that,
attached, is it?
no,
It's not.
It is. You see a little it's a little feather that was drawn on the bottom, And as you maybe rub a thumb over it, just to kind of like, the feather actually comes off, floats a few inches above you, and then poof, and a magical little poof out of that, a little scroll falls into your lap. Frida, just kind of trying not to be nosy, but just kind of like overlooking your shoulder.
I mean, it's obvious. It's hard not to see.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like, oh my, what? Ooh, Headhot, what is that? And for the first time, for the first time, this whole trip, your helmsman in the back just pipes up and under his cloak says, "Oh, that's elven magic."
Ah, I forgot you were there. Okay. Yeah, it was of it. And I'm just holding. Is it like a small, like little scroll? It's not like a scroll, is it?
No, it's a magical scroll. It's
so like,
yeah.
Okay. I just sort of look at them and give a shrug, and I like slowly open it because I'm not unaware of how magic works. I just sort of like open it and give a glance at it.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Oh no! Oh no! 8.
8. I mean, it is written in a tongue. You are familiar enough. It's protection from evil.
Scroll. Oh, it's like a spell scroll.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put that in the old inventory. Let me put that in there so I don't actually forget it. Manage inventory. Scroll. And you said protection from
evil. Well, it's called protection from evil and good, but
yeah,
protection from evil.
You never know. Some of that good might come sideways at you. Well, let's try again. All right, I'm gonna jot it down.
Yeah, we can add it later.
D&D Beyond,
Yeah.
All right, so, and I probably just got to add it as a spell scroll and then take note of what it is. So spell scroll, protection from evil and good. Thus had Hod set out on his path of neutrality.
All right. So that's your two letters that you found. That's what you found in your mother's study.
I definitely will keep those because one, it gives legitimacy to who I am, and it tells me a lot of information about elves, and I guess legitimacy to my own family because these elves are old enough to have possibly been there when all that happened. Anyway, and then I pull out the book.
The book, yes. So this is a really big book. Well, not that big, normal size book, just really thick.
But large. Yeah.
Like this, but thick.
It's a chunker. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's very ornate, but old. Like you could tell in its prime, like this would have been really fancy, probably had jewels, gold leaf on the cover, fancy needlework, and it has a big metal clasp over the edge where it's locked, and you realize that when you picked it up earlier. But now that you have it and you have a second to actually look at it, give me an investigation roll. Actually, I'll give you investigation or Arcana.
Investigation or Arcana. So they are the same. So okay. Will what I roll dictate what I learn, or do you just need to know what it is? Single digits doesn't matter. 8. That week. It's my week.
Telling you, man. So
See, this is why I need chat to be able to like donate $1 and buy me advantage. You know, like every once in a while, you just need some help.
Hey, if we go up, if we get for every sub, I'll give you advantage.
Hey, y'all heard? All right, so 8 on Arcana / investigation.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So on the front is a big it's kind of hard to make out because I said the age, but you see what looks like an old design of a tree. Okay. Very old tree, and the leaves kind of reach out up top, and then mirrored is also the roots that go down into the earth. Yeah, and with that roll, it's hard to make out anything else. You flip it. What are you doing?
I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Hat Hod's like,
So you flip it over, and on the back, there's nothing really on the back. No, I'm not gonna do that yet. There's nothing on the back, but on the back of the latch, you see a little inscription, and it's written in Elvish, which you know, so you have no trouble reading. Speak the All-Mother's name to receive her blessing.
Should have taken notes. But in game, Hat Hod would just be like, "Oh yeah," and like whip the letter back out,
right,
and try his best to pronounce it properly.
Yeah. Give me a religion check, just for funsies.
Oh my gosh, 8.
Okay.
These digital dice, man.
Yeah, you're like, and Frida just pops. It's Nitherius, and
yeah, that's what I said, Nitherius.
And as you both say Nitherius, the latch, you just hear it, and it just undoes itself, and now the book is unlocked.
And this is the Elder Scroll that drives me mad. All right, so the book.
Yes. The book, as you open it, it is written in Dwarvish, and it talks about a creation story. How in the beginning, and I want you to correct me, Trey. Actually, you know what? Just for the sake of stream and documentation, explain to me and our viewers how the triunity God works with all of its forms.
Right.
As I was reading up.
So, right. So in the pantheon that I've created for this world is that there are 2 types of God. There is those who fall under the triunity, which, if you are familiar with Christian beliefs, the triune God is kind of the same idea. You know, there's 3 different beings that are essentially one being. It's the big mystery, yada yada yada. And then it basically has avatars that function in the material plane for it. Because the idea is, if the triunity ever actually manifested on the material plane, it's Armageddon. It's the end of days. So that's kind of how that works. And then there are the other gods, which are the traditional D&D gods, like gods of the dwarves, gods of the elves, gods of nature, gods of magic, gods of yada 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 yada.
Okay.
And that is the nuttiest of shell that I could put that into.
All right. So the manifestations of the triune God, you know, there's a list of those. Moradin, the dwarven allfather, being one of them, and Nytherius, I'm gonna call her the All Mother.
Yeah, why not?
Is the god of the elves and nature.
Makes sense. Very Stacy's mom. Yeah.
What?
She's got it going on, Travis, you know.
God. And so it talks of a creation story where the All-Father and the All-Mother are two sides of a coin, almost. And they're not like an all-father and all-mother as in like a married relation. It's not like that among the gods.
Right.
They are their own realm of power. But they saw fit that to create races to watch over the material plane. Moradin birthed the dwarves into creation, who he gave dominion over the earth itself. And then Nytherius gave life to the elves immortal to watch over basically the sky, the stars, the heavens, everything that might be a threat from the outside. And then what are, I wouldn't say the lesser races, but all the races in between, like these are the two poles that kind of encompass everything else, live within the protection of these two races. Now, this was a long time ago, but in that beginning, Moradin declared that the Ramcrowns, the bloodline, would be the one to rule over the dwarves, and the Starborn would be the one to rule over the elves. And it's basically just like a history book talking about it. And you know, and then it kind of goes into like a genealogy a little bit, and you know, it has some elvish genealogy and dwarvish genealogy in there, basically up to your father and then up to the current king of the elvish ruler.
So this literally has our two families' genealogy back to the dawn of creation.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot.
It
right,
is.
cool.
It is. And then there is a good bit of blank pages. I'd say maybe a third in the back end that have nothing on them.
Oh, okay. So the whole book is the genealogy.
More or less. Like there's like maybe a third of it is creation story. The second third is genealogy stuff, like validating.
And the last third is blank for
the last third is blank.
Yeah, for I would assume more eventually.
Right.
Am I in there?
No, it stopped at your father.
And
then it stopped at the Elven King there. That's currently in reign.
Sorry, I was laughing at chat. Yeah, so I I just sort of like reach up and tap my father's name, and then I just give it a big close and tuck it back away, and I'm like, well, all right then. Frida, what do you know about elves?
Before you do that, kind of retcon a little bit here. As you are skimming through that, and you kind of, like you said, you put your hand over your father's name. There's a birth date there, and as you touch it, a date of death begins to write itself out, as if a invisible hand is authoring the book.
I definitely close it then.
Okay.
I'm like, that's emotion. I can't deal with that right now.
So you ask Frida what she knows about elves.
Yeah, mostly just to distract myself from seeing what I just saw. Frida, what do you know about elves?
Oh, well, not a fair bit. I know that they are very hard to reach race. Much like we like to keep ourselves below the surface. They're usually, I've heard, live in the clouds. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
That sounds improbable, but
Yeah.
stranger things have happened.
And that they live forever. I think they're immortal.
Like forever?
I think so. I mean, I'm sure
Like
you might.
like you can't kill them?
I think you can kill them in some manner, but I do believe I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but that the elves, I mean, as long as, there's no ill fate brought upon them, that they potentially can live forever.
So how would they pass on their crown? Did they hand it off? I guess you don't know.
That's a good question. I haven't really thought about that before.
When I was perusing, would I have noticed that there are far less elvish names than dwarvish names?
Not far less, but there is less.
But there is less,
Yes.
like one of their kings lasts 2 or 3 of ours kind of thing.
Probably. What's the lifespan of a dwarf?
A dwarf in my world, I mean, they get up there. They get up in the, the 500 plus range. Oh, hold on. You still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right, I think I accidentally pulled my cord. They get up into the 500 plus range. They don't typically hit thousands, but elves go thousands. Like they get old.
Right. and that's kind of what you gathered, because I mean, you did just skim through it. You saw dates. You can kind of gather that. I don't think they live forever. I mean, there's dates, a beginning and an end, and there's passing on of that, and so you could probably dismiss her reasoning to just ignorance, maybe. But that's all I really know about them. I would say I do know that Father has had some dealing with elves before. He has done trades for precious gems and metal. Elves aren't as strong and can't wield a hammer like a dwarf, but they do have a delicate touch when it comes to the finer things. And I hate to admit it, but their jewelry craft is leagues above ours.
Well, that's saying something there, Frida.
I guess maybe it comes down to taste, really, but
I suppose so. Well, I guess they've been at it a long time. But then again, so have we. Anyway, man. So that brings up an interesting point. Do you know where your father is right now?
I do not.
Because last I saw him, he was yucking it up at the ceremony, but then it all went down. So What's your plan here? Or like, are you? Do we need to get you back home and check in? Like, you're the name for your family, aren't you?
I am the next in line, yes. I am the daughter of the head of the um whatever clan I forgot I gave
I
her.
think you said she was a gentle grip because the
Yes.
jeweler.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am the daughter of the um clan leader of the Gentle Gibbs. My father is head there. Um I probably should get home, but I don't. How do I know if it's safe?
Well, nowhere's safe. We just got attacked in the capital of our people by our people.
And by those nasty Duergar.
Ugh.
I haven't.
That's still gross.
Yes.
The fact that they were in my house, in my castle. Oh, bothers me. Bothers me a lot.
How do you think they got in?
Oh, we've been betrayed. We've been betrayed deeply, badly, by dwarves.
And you think they've partnered with the Duergar?
Oh, there's no telling how deep and how gross this gets. What were your did you ever talk to your father and his views on the Pennakeeps or the Lagardomanes?
I mean, we deal with all the higher clans because we sell to all the higher clans.
Because money's nice, yes, I know.
It's in our best interest to be friends with as many as we can. Now, anything personal opinions or thoughts, father never really tend to share those. You know, coin was king. I mean, below your father, of course.
Yeah. By our grace, there is coin that exists. Anyway, as it would any reasonable dwarven prince, yeah. So okay, I think we need somewhere to go. Boatman, sir,
Hey,
where are you taking us?
I was wondering when you would ask.
Well, I mean, sorry, I have a lot going on right now. Where are
No,
we going?
I've heard. We are headed to the surface.
Ew. I mean, okay.
There is a
Where on the surface? Where are we going?
give me a perception roll, Hattie Hod.
I've had enough of this vague esoteric nonsense. Just tell me what we're doing. There we go.
Double digits.
You said perception?
Yeah.
All right, that's a 13 or 31. Dyslexic.
So as you're talking to him, you've noticed that his stick that he's been pushing with has been resting in his lap for a little while. But you guys have been moving. And with that roll, I'll say that you've also noticed that you guys are moving with the flow of the river, this underground river. But it's really odd because you can definitely tell that you're moving in an upward slant. So this river is moving contrary to gravity or the way rivers should
the
flow.
laws of nature.
Right.
Ugh. How much longer before we get to our destination?
We have, I'd say, 2 or 3 more hours.
Hours? Okay.
You're not moving very fast. You're moving.
Yeah. The chat's like, this could be the boatman of the underworld, and all these other kinds of theories, Don't mind me just being ethereal over here. I tell you, like, well, a few hours then. Well, then, Frida, I think we have a loose plan of what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to the surface, and then we're going to try to move as incognito as possible. and get to your clan hall, like back to your home turf, and then just try to regroup, learn some information, go where we need to, and figure this out. And I need time to think. I need time to think and not worry about dying. um so unless you've got better suggestions, I think that's what we need to do.
The helmsman chimes in. When we reach our destination, we'll come out to a surface lake, and there on the edge is a small, quaint little druid grove that I think you will find a bit of respite, a chance to regroup, and to gather your thoughts, as you say, and come up with a course of action.
I can
Sir
trust these druids.
You very much can trust these druids.
Are you one of these druids, sir?
No, I'm not. I'm an helmsman.
You were saying? I interrupted you.
No, that is all. Once we arrive, I will let you guys depart, and I will be on my way.
To where?
Back from where I came.
Ugh. Okay. Hadhod's not used to getting answers, just straight up answers, like people being vague with him is new. He's used to being like, I'm the prince, tell me what I want to know.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess if we've got a few hours, I recommend that Frida, get some rest, maybe hunker down in the boat and try to reset best she can. And I could use with a short rest.
Oh, yeah, for sure. During all this, you'll get you a short rest in.
Yeah. Good deal. Where is that button? Oh, yeah, there it is, up top.
Right, somewhere, yeah.
Because that second wind was helpful, but them Duergar got a few good shots in there.
Nice. Right. Well.
Oh, okay. So I'm back to full HP after that short rest.
Nice.
All right.
Do you get your second wind back on a short rest or a long rest?
Let me double check, because that's a great question. Oh yeah, you can use this 2 times per long rest, and you can regain 1 expended use when you finish a short rest. So yeah, I get that one back.
Nice. And you only used 1, right?
I did.
Okay.
And I rolled I got 12 HP back on the short rest, so I'm back to full health.
Nice. Good deal.
Which is so important at level 1, everybody.
Yes. Yeah, so you get a little rest, kind of sideways lay in the boat, and just take a rest and just try not to let the thoughts crowd in too much. Do you would you try to take a little nap by chance?
Honestly, I don't think Hadhod would full on fall asleep.
I gotcha.
I think he would try to rest, but he would kind of he's got so much to process and think over and things like that. So I don't think he would sleep.
Yeah.
But he might end up just sitting there and humming a little dwarvish dirge to himself to try to, yeah. So whatever's about to happen, I see it. No, I'm joking.
No. Yeah, so a few hours pass, and you get to a point that you start to see a light at the end of this tunnel.
Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And the helmsman takes his stick and kind of pokes you both to alert you, like, we're coming up on our destination.
I sit up and get back in the front.
Yep. And as you get to the opening of this cave river, it opens up into a very dense wooded area. And
Daytime, nighttime.
It's daytime. Yeah, because you woke up pretty early with the attack. It's been a few hours traveling. I won't say it's, it's definitely midday some point. I don't know exactly what time, but and in this dense forest area, you see this lake that opens up, very large lake, and then on the far side you see a little civilization, some huts, some houses, a little smoke, campfire smoke. There's a group of people here living. It's like, up above be good folk. Please, Sir Hadhod, take your time, rest. You have a long journey ahead of you. And that's where we'll leave off for this one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the participation in chat. Thanks for naming our Elven King.
Yep. The lore dump that was this episode.
It was. Yep. But I think it was a good one. And that's it. We'll be doing episode 5 next week, same time, same place. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if somebody likes D&D, share this video with them. And anything you want to add, Dre?
No, I've gone from just like, I don't know, it's still in that like early stage where you're like, we got stuff going on, I got stuff I got to do, but you can't do it until you get there and do it. But Hadhod's just going to rest and reconvene and try to figure out what to do now.
All right. Well, until next time, thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll see